speak, this is the microphone that you're going to be using.
Hello. Just quickly before we go into the speech, I'm just going to let everyone know the vodka on the tables. You can drink it now. You don't have to, but you can. But you don't have to, and you can put them in the little ceramic mugs that Ned Davies has made for us. And now on with the main event. Good evening, everyone, and thank you all so much for joining us here today, both in the room and via the live stream.
Добрый вечер, и огромное спасибо, что вы присоединились к нам сегодня в этом зале и через трансляцию.
We're not going to take up too much time, as I'm sure most of us just want to hear about how fantastic the two of us are from all of our friends and family.
Мы не отнимем у вас слишком много времени, потому что я уверен, что вы все предпочитаете услышать, какие мы оба необыкновенные от наших родственников и друзей.
But Polina and I do want to express our sincere gratitude to you all for coming and for making such an effort. You all look fantastic.
Но сначала я и Уилл хотели бы выразить нашу искреннюю благодарность всем вам за то, что вы сегодня с нами. Вы все выглядите абсолютно великолепно.
Thank you to Anton and Anastasia, Katya and George, and Lois and Mick for welcoming us both into your respective families and for all the support you've given us while we tried to plan a wedding while simultaneously moving house and raising a puppy. I promise next year is going to be a little more quiet.
Спасибо Антону и Анастасии, Кате и Джорджу, Лоис и Мику за то, что они с радостью приняли нас в свои семьи, за ту поддержку, которую они дали нам, пока мы пытались спланировать свадьбу, одновременно переезжая в новый дом и растя щенка.
Special thank you to the bridesmaids, Chantel and Daisy, and the groomsmen, James, Dominic, Patrick and Christopher. You've all done a fantastic job. We're very relaxed. You've taken a lot of stress off our hands, so well done. We could not have asked for better friends.
Огромное спасибо подружкам невесты Шантель и Дейзи и друзьям жениха Джеймсу, Дому, Патрику и Кристоферу за вашу помощь в том, чтобы этот день прошел гладко, и мы просто могли насладиться им. Ваша работа была бесценна. Вы самые лучшие друзья, которых мы могли бы себе пожелать.
And lastly, I want to say a massive thank you to my phenomenal wife, Polina. Without your incredible Excel skills, this day would never have happened.
True.
You've made me the happiest man in the world for the past 6 years, and I cannot express how excited I am to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you.
Я люблю тебя.
И, наконец, Уилл хочет сказать спасибо мне, его феноменальной жене. Без тех необыкновенных умений в пользовании Excel сегодняшний день мог просто не случиться. Он говорит, что я сделала его счастливейшим человеком в мире последние 6 лет, и он не может выразить, с каким нетерпением он хочет провести со мной всю свою жизнь. И я тоже его люблю.
So, if you will raise me in joining a glass... I'll try that again. So, if you will join me in raising a glass to the wonderful Mrs. Polina Burgess. Cheers.
I don't think you need to do that one.
Ваше здоровье.
Na zdrowie!
I realised in my excitement I didn't actually introduce myself before. My name is James, one of the Jameses, aka Guy's Maid number 3, and I will be the compere between these speeches. So now I would like to introduce the father of the bride, Anton.
They were way too tall for me. I also have a paper, I can prepare it. So, but I now need to skip about half of it because they spoke about half of it anyway. So, skip. Thank you for coming here today. It's a real pleasure to see so many friends and family here today. And your friends, it's really fascinating. They come from every single stage of your life, which is from school, from first job, last job, no job, whatever the job. So it's a really special quality of yours to attract so many friends, right? And I would like to congratulate you. And I'd like to thank you for your generosity, like organizing this all from like even proposing to each other. That's a big thing, right? And to invite us all, to witness it all, it's fascinating. Thank you so much. So when I set out to write my speech, I thought that I had a lot of time left. So they told me like, what, 12 months ago that I'm invited? No, 6 months. No, 3 months, right? No, it was last week. But anyway, so little I knew about the challenge because to squeeze so many thoughts, emotions, and memories into the speech, just 2 minutes that they allocated to me, well, it was pretty hard. But okay, free, I stand corrected. So, but there are a couple of memories I would like to share with you. So, as you know, this is the school where Polina spent good part of your life. And usually in this room, I was told only good things about her, like how good she is at math and English. Like literally, there was a table over there. And her teacher was saying that her math is good. Okay. I will stay with the tradition. I will only say good things. You look stunning today. Absolutely fantastic. So the memory walking you down this room, I will cherish for the rest of my life, and it was absolutely wonderful. Now, I can't really comprehend how fast the time flew from the time when you were born and your mom showed you at the window of the hospital. I wasn't allowed to see you, right? It was Moscow. Those days, the grandmas would argue with the parents that the children had to be swaddled so tightly they can't move, so that their legs go straight. And that's a reality. And I remember us arguing with our grandmas that surely Mother Nature has taken care of that, and somehow children will be straight eventually. Well, we can witness that, right? So, now, the other thing that I wanted to share is that literally 2 rooms from here, Polina was introduced to the school for the first time, right? And she met one of her best friends ever for the first time, Daisy Carter, right? So Polina spoke very little English these days. She just spent, she came out of 1 year of very traumatic schooling experience in Switzerland. So she was introduced to this strange English school. She barely speaks any English at all. And the headmaster introduces the Daisy and basically tells Daisy, will you take care of her, right? Well, I'm pleased to see that you still do. Thank you so much. Well, I've known you for a number of years now. It's amazing, right? Time flies. 6 years. Jesus, I thought it was 5, but anyway. Since the first day I met you, I was absolutely fascinated by your ability to turn game into life and make life look like a game, that quality is absolutely priceless. You light up any company around you, and it's phenomenal, right? So thank you for doing that. Thank you. Well, it's like you've been part of the family for a while now, so still welcome officially, right? And thank you for making Polina so happy. And by the way, yesterday Lisa told me that, oh, Dad, you know that now you've got 2 sons. So, like, you're not outnumbered anymore. So, thank you. Thank you. Last but not the least, I would like to speak about both of you, right? So, the first day I saw you both crossing our door, I realized that there is this sense of union between you two. So the amount of value and respect you're putting towards each other, it's absolutely amazing. That makes you a perfect couple. That actually makes you an example to all of us, both old and young. So thank you for being like this, right? And I only wish you you carry this for the rest of your lives, forever. So without further ado, let's raise the glass to the wonderful couple, Willem and Polina.
I can feel myself getting teary. Now we will continue with the fathers, moving on to the father of the groom, none other than Nick.
Hello. Well, welcome everybody, and hello to everybody abroad. I think Australia, Russia, America, Mongolia, Zimbabwe, maybe, wherever. Hello everybody. For those of you who don't know, I'm Will's dad, which you probably do know because actually James just introduced me, but in case you forgot, Will's dad. And I've been asked to stand up and say a few words, and you'll be pleased to know it's mercifully going to be very, very few. I've been warned by Katya, like, no, just 30 seconds will be fine. Just a toast will be good. And Lois agreed, so it's going to be very, very brief. So we've all been playing a bit of a waiting game the last few months for various reasons, but this long-awaited day has finally come, and it's been absolutely fantastic. It was a wonderful setting, ceremony was wonderful, but the real stars are not the setting and the ceremony, it's Will and Polina. And you've been together for a few years now, so you've already started life's journey together, and hopefully this is just but another chapter, another little marker in going forwards. And I want to propose a toast, and it's a very simple toast because it's just happiness. And you're going to get adversities and hardships, we all get them. And if you can see them through, if you can surmount them together with a smile on your face at the end of it, then you're going to be truly, truly blessed. And that's what I wish for both of you. So that's basically it. I'm going to just ask you to, I'm going to say be upstanding. Let's be upstanding, charge your glasses, and it's to the bride and groom, Polina and Will, happiness, shastya, na zdrowie. Na zdrowie. Sit.
Just about holding it together. Next, to welcome to the stage, the mother of the bride, Katya.
Thank you. Dear everyone, I wrote a whole speech, but Anton actually used all the moments I wanted to speak about. So thank you, Anton. However, I'm not going to be skipping anything, so I will repeat a little bit. Enjoy. Dear everyone, Thank you for joining this beautiful couple on such a wonderful occasion. And I'm not afraid, on behalf of the parents, and I must say that our kids are lucky because they have like 3 full sets of us, that we are incredibly proud and honored to be here with you. It's an amazing moment for us. And look how happy they are. They are wonderful, aren't they? And and here is where I'm repeating Anton. So they gathered together in this old building, and which seen generations of young people growing and getting education, and actually lifelong friendships. And I remember it was yesterday, Polina's first day at school, and really, she was really, really nervous. She was pale, and she didn't want to, like, she didn't want to walk. And I had to push her a little bit, like, with every step. And then Daisy guided her away. And at the end of the day, she was a happy, happy child. So basically, yeah, thank you, Daisy. And, and through years, Polina made me really proud with her achievements in art, in music, in photography, in basically everything she'd done, and like modern languages. So she left this school with a clear idea what she wants to do in her future. And it involved a really expensive camera, which she knows how to use. And she can tell you to buzz off in 5 languages.
And she will.
Yeah. So she turned into an absolutely beautiful and strong and independent woman. And she's really caring, and that's why he loves her. Why he loves her. Yes, and that's why we love her. So when I met William, I knew straight away why my daughter likes him. Because he's delightful. I'm quoting him. And through years, I couldn't help but admire his intelligence and sense of humor and love for my daughter. He even started to learn Russian, and he proved himself like really amazing when at my mom's jubilee he actually charmed a bunch of grannies, and now back home he has like a cheering squad of grannies, and he had a conversation with them. So it's really, I really admire this in him. And when one day my daughter organized a trip to St. Petersburg and rushed everyone to the station, which was on the other side of the city. And but they got to the train, yeah, and then they found out that she left all the documents, all the passports, all the tickets, everything on the kitchen counter, and she's still alive. He didn't kill her. I knew that he's a keeper. And what they have is a true love. So speaking of love, a famous quote says, "Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs." And today, I see it all in you. And you figured it out. Your love gives you strength and support and respect. And keep it this way, you know? So, everyone, let's raise, let's raise our glasses to years of happiness, to our newlyweds, to Mr. and Mrs. Burgess. Thank you.
We've got a surprise entry. The mother of the groom is also going to say a few words. Please welcome Lois.
everyone. Now, I was going to do a speech and then I wasn't going to do a speech. And I'm sitting there and thinking, yeah, I'm going to do a speech. So I'm just full of emotion. So I'm really excited. So let's just see what happens. No, I'm joking. I've actually got something that really felt important. So when Mick and I were getting married, that's 30, how many years ago, Mick? You're supposed to be listening to me, darling. 33. 33 years ago, when I was getting married, when we were getting married, my dad said to me, he said, the most important thing is something called shalom. And I'm actually going to read it from the not dictionary, Wikipedia. Shalom is a Hebrew word meaning peace, harmony, wholeness, completeness, prosperity, welfare, and tranquility. And that's actually what we all wish for you. And I just felt that I needed to say it. Shalom. It's a blessing, and I want you to have it today because words are very powerful, and the declaration that you made today was extremely powerful. And I was to say to you, the time that you and Mick and I have had together has truly been shalom. And we would love to say to you, shalom.
Shalom!
Surprise entry. All right, back on the programme. I'd like to welcome to the stage the brother of the groom, none other than Mr. James Burgess.
All right, okay, let's keep it short. I've got a couple pages. Okay. I'll start it off in Russian. Привет, наши новые семья, зал. Right? Yeah. Czy może z nami przedsiębiorstwo? I'll go to English. Right, so, well, we all might know Will from different times of our lives, well we do, and university I think is one thing we can all agree on. How loving and caring he is. He's always been the most loving and caring brother and friend, and I think that's like obvious because all of us here, well, and you as well, Polina, but specifically Will, right now, and that's why we're all here. And it's a very special thing to be able to find somebody that you can love and care and have that reciprocated, and that is something that you guys definitely have. And I just think it's so special. And I just want to say thank you so much for having me here, and don't worry, that's the end of it as well. And a big thank. Let's raise every. I've spilt mine over. I was so nervous about coming up. But. Cheers, guys.
That was very brave doing that in Russian as well, James. We're on to the final speech today, so I would like to introduce me. But I won't be doing it alone, so please welcome to the stage none other than Mr. Dominic Davies. If I stand here and speak, can you hear me at the back? Yeah. Is that loud enough? Because otherwise we've got to do this and it's a little bit awkward. Yeah, we're good? Yeah. If I stand here and speak like this, you're good? Yeah. I'm good? Speak loudly. Okay. If you can't hear me, just do a little bit of this and I'll extend a bit, enunciate a bit further. Alrighty, I'm going to start.
So, for those that don't know me, I am Dom, aka Guys Made number 5, by the way.
So, I am lucky enough to call Will my oldest friend. And I do that for 2 reasons. One is fairly obvious. I've known Will since I was about 2 years old. Can you just stand aside so I can see Will? There we go. The second one is out of all my friends, a lot of them here, This guy is just the most determined to turn into a typical dad. And this was a long time before he even met Polina.
Yeah, only a few months back, Will posted a picture to our group chat entitled "How Dad Are You?" with some classic numbers on it, such as...
Go on then, what's the damage?
And, guess I'll let anyone in here.
There were many more, and he was pretty much ticking all the boxes. But there was one particular example that required a little bit of explaining. It referred to a device called a stud finder. When a slightly confused Dom asked,
Will, what is a stud finder?
Will replied, Polina is.
He literally wrote that.
But we are not going slanderous in this speech. Still, though, to arrive at the love that these two share, we have to note that Will was not always the kind, thoughtful, caring man, aka a classic dad figure, that he is now.
He's not lying. In fact, I witnessed a 7-year-old Will knock another child out cold. Literally out cold. No, it's not actually as bad as it sounds. See, when we were in primary school, peanut butter was banned due to allergies. I mean, you got a part to play in this, lads. Yeah. You got as well. But Will didn't care. And he was just happily chowing down on his peanut butter sandwich, and a poor kid fainted behind him.
Classic bad boy.
Yeah, you are indeed.
Fortunately, very fortunately, I only met Will in secondary school, where he was something of a wild child, I would say. He taught a lot of people in this room how to roll cigarettes. Pitching. He was a self-proclaimed ladies' man.
Our friends know the true terminology he used.
And he was piercing ears left, right, and centre.
Yeah, and growing up, Will, and well, actually, still to this day, Will is somebody that can literally make friends with anyone. I think he might actually get that from you, Mick.
Yeah.
But what that would often mean is you'd be on some random night out, speaking to some random guy, doing your real best to make small talk, and Will would just kind of saunter over, and they just have in-jokes together already.
Enough about childhood and adolescence, though. In 2015, something really special happened. Will met Polina.
Indeed, he met Polina on Bumble, which, for those of you that don't know, is an app where the woman makes the first move.
Yeah, so we've got Polina to thank for pretty much everything today, and Will for almost nothing.
No, but seriously, since they started dating, Will was just so giddy. And he just had this silly little smile on his face that looks quite a lot like that. And it never really went away.
Yeah. I knew that they were right for the first time when I visited the new flat in Clapton. And it wasn't the warm new home vibes. Wasn't that out of all of my friends, they were the first sort of loved up enough to shack up together. No, it was walking into the living room and seeing the massive Millennium Falcon hung from the ceiling, which I do not think is in the new flat.
Yeah, see, for me, the giddy expression was almost enough. But quite recently, I got reminded of why these two are just so perfect for each other. See, I've always known that Will was silly, but that he managed to find someone who was willing to spend hours dressing him up in full drag for the purpose of a Zoom party. Now, that is someone special. And if you'd like to see Polina's handiwork, if you all just lift up the Velcro under your chairs, you can meet Itchy Gucci. Let's have a round of applause for Itchy Gucci! 100 of those printed. Souvenir along with the mug of the vodka. Yeah.
Polina and Will are perfect for each other. Polina's indisputable charm, dry wit, and immunity to puns combine perfectly with all the stuff this guy's got going on. And, well, there are a couple that do things their own way, I would say. I mean, the Oxford English Dictionary defines a wedding as the joining of two metal parts by melting with a blowpipe or electric arc. And they've certainly bucked that trend.
Smashed it. So growing up alongside Will, he's always been someone that's been in search of true love. And to see these two find each other, and in each other find everything they're looking for, well, it's a joy and it's a privilege. We're so, so happy for you, and I think we should all feel so lucky today that we're here to witness your special day.
Yeah. So thank you to Katya and to Anton for producing such a fantastic person in Polina.
And thank you to Lois and Mick for doing the same with Will.
Oh, and for having the house that we would all tell our parents we were staying at when we were out all night. So, to Will and Polina.
To Will and Polina, we want to say to you our congratulations, our good luck and continued support that we really doubt you're going to need it.
Yeah. For the last time this evening,
please raise your glasses. And maybe even stand up. Let's stand up again. Yeah. To Will and Polina.
One more thing. If anyone is interested in any of the stories that we omitted from this speech,
or you'd like more content of Itchy Gucci, you can find us at the bar.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first dance of the wedding.